but with the wind aspect, ducks typically always fly with the wind and land into the wind. So you can set yourself up accordingly. Like if you want if you have a crosswind, set yourself up so they're going to land left to right or right to left. And that typically does.
That typically follows. Typically follows. Now, don't get me wrong, you'll get the random one every now and then once be dumb, like the one that went right to left. The one that went right to left on you on Sunday. Like, you always get the one off, but yeah, 90% of the time, that's the way that they're going to fall. They're going to flow. So with that said, what would you categorize this duck season as? I mean, we got one more weekend left as we're filming this. We still have the 27th and 28th of January to hunt, and then we still have the weekend after to be able to still do geese. But, with the season closing out, and let's face it, this weekend, I'm going to be honest, I don't have high hopes with the weather the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to get back into the 50s. What would you, categorize this duck season as?
So, this duck season was interesting because we had the opportunity to hunt early the first part of duck season. So it comes in for a week or two and then goes out for a little while, then comes back in. The first duck season that came in, we were able to hunt it pretty heavily, and we found our greatest success there. What we found out later, we found our greatest success there. We had 8 ducks in the preseason.
Yes! Good shit! I got one. There's one. Yep.
And then come in the main swing. Man, it was a terrible, terrible start. I think there was 4 times we got skunked, not even having an
3 weekends in a row.
Not even having an opportunity to take a shot.
Yep.
But there was times where you would go and get 2, get 3, and that right there in and of itself, when you get skunked for that many days on end, you're like, wow, what a hunt. So that's what makes it so cool. One duck is a success to me. So these past 2 weekends, last weekend, getting 3-man limits, and which I've never done before.
Yep.
I think by far, regardless of the lull in the beginning, we were with the weather, it's El Nino winter, and no wind. It was turned out to be one of the best duck seasons I've had, if not my favorite hunting season I've ever experienced in my hunting career so far. We got my dad, Jesse Outward, with us today doing a little late season duck hunt. We got one more day left of the season here in the South Zone of Ohio. Got our first goose of the year, Dad, huh?
First goose for me ever, actually.
I was excited. We had a feeling this morning. We were talking about it. We were tabulating how many ducks we thought we were going to get, and we were like, maybe a bonus goose. And sure enough, it came in for you, and we got it down. How's the hunting been this year for ducks in Ohio for you?
This is our third year of actually getting into it. Why we waited so long, I don't know. I think my dad, or his pap did, way back when he was younger, would talk about it. But out of the third year, this is like, especially when the weather got cold and it shrunk up the places and holes we know around here, because we grew up around here, what stays thawed out. We had some tag out days with 2 guys, several of them, which is, I don't know if we did that yet. The third year, has it?
Yeah, this was our first time getting limits.
Yeah, and then this hole we were here, actually, Obe checked it out.
Look at that. Pan over
Here
there.
they come.
Check that
Here they
out.
come. They're going to come right to your hole.
Look at those geese.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been, like Dad said, it's been a phenomenal season this year above all else. It was pretty rough in the beginning with no cold weather, no wind, and then once that freeze happened, that first one, the ducks started piling in. But like I said, we got one more day left, so we're gonna go scout a couple more places and maybe go out with a bang. So check back in to Outward Outdoors.
Yeah, so that's actually craziness, because like I was thinking the same thing. Is like, you know, Sunday was probably the greatest hunt of my life. The way that it went, and the way everything went down, at least top 2. But like you said, the beginning of the season was so terrible. With that said, Damon, do you have anything to add?
Just before we go, I just wanted to thank everybody. In the past few months, we've gained more subscribers as well, more followers on Facebook. I just appreciate everybody that even takes any second to watch any part of this video. We appreciate it more than you know, because everything that we do takes time away from our families. It's hard, it's cold some days, but it's all worth it in the end, even for the experiences and just getting to watch it back and know that some of you guys enjoy it yourselves, and that means the world to us. So thank you.